Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. So by the look of the title, you will obviously know we're going to be talking about how I deep clean my brushes. Usually all my brushes are in here. I keep this jar of, it's like more of a vase for flowers, but I actually use this vase to store all my dirty makeup brushes. And once it's full, that means Jasmine, you gotta go deep clean your brushes. So as I go about deep cleaning my brushes, I do it once a week. And here is why you need to deep clean your brushes. The reason I started doing it was because my face was actually breaking out a lot. Back then I never used to use brushes. Every time it would be my hands, and obviously your hands need to be clean when applying makeup. But the reason I actually stopped using my hands was because I started buying brushes. So if you want to start using brushes, the first thing you need to know is how to properly take care of them. You could buy cheap brushes to expensive brushes. It doesn't matter. All you need to do is deep clean them. Why? Because like I said, I had a problem where I thought it wasn't that important. I started breaking out a lot. Back then, I never used to get any like serious acne until I started using brushes. And at first I was like, what am I doing wrong? What's going on with my skin? Is it the weather? Is it something I'm doing wrong? Is it something I'm trying new? And I just didn't know. And obviously it was because I wasn't deep cleaning my brushes. And I was obviously breaking out places where I had never broken out. Mostly it was on the cheek area where I really pack on makeup with brushes, you know, because I do the contouring, the blush, and obviously I go over it with my kabuki brush. But the only thing I would do was just like, you know, clean my brushes every day with like either a makeup remover wipe, or either I would use that, what is it called, like that brush cleanser that is like for everyday use. Like they sell it at MAC. I know Crown Brushes has it, but that's not really deep cleaning your brushes, because inside of your brush there's a lot of bacteria. And after I started doing that a couple months back, my acne started getting so good, and I was like, this was it. When I started first deep cleaning my brushes, I would use what almost every other girl on YouTube does, which is the oil in your soap. The thing that I didn't like about it is that you needed to go to a grocery store to get these products, because they're not something for actual makeup use, which for me it was kind of weird. I don't know, it felt weird washing my brushes with that, and in the end I was never really happy with it. I don't know, maybe it was just me because of the image that I had of putting on real actual dish soap. Then it hit me. I was like, okay, if I'm washing my face with a cleanser, an actual cleanser for your face, why can't you use that for your brushes, right? So I actually got out my Purity and washed one single brush with that, and I waited until the next day to feel how soft it had left my brush, and if it actually cleaned it well and everything. And you guys, it did. So no more going out to the grocery store just to buy soap and oil for your brushes, because now you could just keep re-buying your cleanser and it'll deep clean your brushes. So for today's tutorial, I'm gonna show you how I actually deep clean my brushes, and yeah, let's just get into it. Okay you guys, so we are here in my bathroom. I already have all my setup. Don't mind this little guy, because that is always here in my bathroom, because whenever I want to wash my hands. But this is mainly where I wash my brushes, in my sink. Now I have this little towel. It's just a face cloth, and I just basically fold it in two and I keep it like this. And here is my Purity and all my dirty brushes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with the big guy. I turn on my sink. I wash just the very tip. I don't try to get it on the all the way to the end, just the very tip. And then I turn it off after it's all wet. In person you could already start telling where it's really dirty inside. So I just get a hand spoon of this. I apply it on my hand. I get a little bit of my hand wet with the Purity, and then I just start swirling, just as if you were doing this with your oil and your soap, but instead we're using our cleanser. You can start already telling how dirty this brush is because I can see all the makeup on my hand. Let me put up my sleeve. So then you turn it on again and you keep swirling around, and then you will see all the junk and all the makeup that's gonna fall out from it. And if you need to reapply because it's too dirty, go ahead and do it. Just this time, don't grab so much of your Purity. And don't worry if there's a little bit of fallout. But anyways, you just keep doing this again until it is clean and you don't see any more of the makeup on there. But yeah, basically this is all you just keep doing. You keep swirling as you wet it. After you don't see any more of the makeup, that is when you will see that it's already clean. After you don't see any more makeup rinsing down the water. So after it's already all wet and clean, you're gonna put your brush over here and you're just gonna set it to the side, like right there, and make sure your brush is not touching the floor. If you need to go ahead and flip this one more time, go ahead and do that, but just make sure it's not gonna actually be touching the ground. And another thing I totally forgot to mention is if you're gonna actually dry your brushes like this, that is not the right way to do that. In my opinion, I feel as if the water that you just got in there is actually going to be concentrating where it's actually holding all your bristles, and that is going to make the glue be more softer and you're going to have more fallout from the brush. So that is not the right way, and also it's not good enough to also dry your brushes standing up like this, because that is going to actually take up more time for drying, and it's going to get also all the water in there, and that's not good at all. So the proper way to actually dry your brushes is actually kind of have them slanted down a little tiny bit and just let them dry like that, and only on one side it's only going to concentrate where the water is, not entirely throughout your whole thing. So this is actually the right way to actually dry your brushes. So this is how I'm actually going to place it. You can't really tell on camera, I think, that it's kind of slanted down a little bit. But if it starts falling, obviously pick it up more. But it's not, it should not be like this. It should be a little more towards down. So I'm gonna place that one right there, and I'm just gonna keep moving on. So that is it for this video, you guys. If you guys found this video really helpful, just go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!